Hello.
You alright?
Yeah. Number 2.
Podcast number 2.
2 is a nice number, isn't it?
It's alright. So, what are we talking about today then?
Well, we scrapped together a few hours ago, really quickly. A lot of pointless shit, really, wasn't it?
Well, not really. Well, first thing I want to talk about is Kony 2012. That's happening in 10 days. I bet. Does anyone still give a fuck?
Not really.
Everyone, when it first came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, Kony! Who is this guy?"
Kony 2012.
Yeah, and like, all you could see was stuff about him on Twitter and stuff, couldn't you? And then now it's died down. Everyone's sort of thinking.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I will be honest. When I first watched the video, it did move me a bit, like, because I think it was just the whole way that they brought that kid into it. Do you know what I mean?
That kid, his life.
Yeah, and then you kind of felt some form of, like, I don't know. What?
Empathy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Alright. Yeah, well, I remember the night it sort of broke. I was like, "Oh, what's this Kony 2012 thing?" He was like, "Oh, watch it. You've got to watch it." I was like, "Well, it's half an hour long. I don't know if I want to."
Yeah.
So I didn't bother. And then I watched it the next day, and I was like, "Oh, well, this is a bit." But you know what I did before sort of going nuts on it? I did a bit of research and found out that they were sort of taking most of the profits themselves and that. You know what I mean? People going nuts, though, weren't they? Angelina Jolie was on it, and I thought,
yeah.
she's like, "Oh, you got to stop him abducting kids." Well, let's stop you abducting African kids, Angelina.
Why
She's had more kids than Kony.
Yeah, man.
He's only got like 150 kids or something. I mean, what, 150 soldiers?
Yeah.
I don't think they're all kids either. You could sort that out. We'll get a coach trip together. We'll send some lads there. 150 people. Like, you got let's paper the night. There was one for paper the night posters all over Charlie, and I thought most of the shops are boarded up anyway.
Yeah.
Charlie's a blank canvas for it.
What you're gonna really do? Like, you could put a poster up which no one would see because
no one cares.
No one cares.
They're all. It just looked like a club night poster, wouldn't it? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Should we go Park Hall or should we go Kony 2012? But
speaking of posters though, that I've seen some ones where I think to myself, why would you even come this far up England to advertise them? Like, there's a Swedish House Mafia one for
the Milton Keynes Ball. Yeah, I've worked there before. It's really big. Yeah.
But
well, stop going off topic anyway.
Yeah.
But the guy, he's been found, like the main guy, he's been found out and about in San Diego, naked, drunk, wanking, having a time of his life. Wait, I got the news report here. Last night, co-founder of Kony 2012, Jason Russell, was arrested by the San Diego police for allegedly being drunk and masturbating in public. According to the cops, Jason was apprehended by the police, received 7 phone calls from residents complaining about a man in various stages of undress, running through traffic and screaming. He sounds like he's having a right good time.
I mean, to be honest, if you get drunk and naked, it's a good time.
What got me was when I started thinking, oh yeah, because I was up for it for like about half an hour before I did a bit of research, and I thought, right, let's have a look at this poster pack then, and it was like $30 for like a pile of shit, basically, right? And I thought, if they really just wanted people to like put these posters, why wouldn't they just make it a PDF online, then you could print it off at home?
Yeah, it's, because all they do is they actually state in the first video, I remember, it was, if you can't afford to, like, get the full pack,
get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Get the hell off my website if you can't
get the
afford
cheap band instead. And it's like, wearing a piece of rubber around your wrist is really going to save a child, man.
How is this going to save a child anyway?
To be honest,
poor old Kony, he sat in like an internet cafe in Uganda, going, "Oh fucking hell, it's got another 1 million views." Jesus.
How many views?
There's a load of Americans put a status on Facebook. I better stop then.
Yeah.
I never get it.
I bet Kony actually has a Twitter.
Do you think he's got? He's keeping it under wraps.
He's just watching.
He's like, Yeah, so that's in 10 days. Should we go there and have a look?
I reckon we should.
That's got nearly 13,000 people said they were going. That was at the peak of when it was all wasn't it? I bet no one knows when it is now though. I bet no one's sort of going, right,
no,
10 days, let's get our stuff organised.
Because it was easily over a month and a half ago that first video came out.
Yeah, who cares anymore?
Yeah, like...
Leave him alone.
Yeah, just leave the guy alone.
Every time you see him in a video, he's smiling. Yeah. He's got kids around him having a laugh. Yeah, I mean, he's having a good time. He's giving them a trade. What are they going to do if they're not child soldiers?
There's no dole in Uganda, man.
I don't think there's a dole in Uganda. I don't think you know what I mean. Bernardos aren't there. There's nothing for them.
Nothing.
Let them be soldiers. Yeah, it's a bit controversial. But what else are we talking about?
So, Kev, what you been doing yourself?
Since last one, I had a bet with my mates at uni because they said I'm always on Facebook and that, and they went, all right, I bet you can't go for like this weekend without Facebook. So I think I did about 5 days without it, and people were going nuts. Like I had about 20 different people ringing me and texting me and stuff like, oh, why have you blocked me? Why have you blocked me on Facebook? Because one of them, this little slag, I don't know how to tell you who she is, but she was like going, oh, is it because I've got with Chris that you've deleted me and stuff? No, I've not just deleted you.
Oh, just clocked.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah,
I was
like, get over it. I don't care. But yeah, no, but I couldn't believe how like astounded people were that I didn't have Facebook. I remember like back in the day, MySpace and stuff. No one cared that much, did they?
No.
It's like, oh, you should get yourself a MySpace. I had a mobile phone before that.
Yeah.
People could get in contact with me easily then.
It's true though. I've noticed 9 times out of 10 though now you just use your phone for the internet. Like
it's gone out the window, hasn't it? Like text messaging. Ringing.
Like the one of the biggest pet peeves about Facebook being they'll write on a wall, on someone's wall, will you inbox me? And then the time it's taken them...
you could have inboxed someone.
They could have just inboxed them.
Here we go. Facebook prompt leads to bigamy case. A US prison officer has been charged with bigamy after Facebook suggests that his 2 wives have become friends. Alan O'Neill, 41, married in 2001, moved out in 2009, changed his name and allegedly remarried without divorcing his wife, it reports The Sun. But his 2 spouses were introduced electronically when Facebook recommended they become friends on its People You May Know feature.
Well,
that's stitched him up, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you've ever had this situation, but I definitely have, in Chorley especially. There's nothing worse than when two of your ex-girlfriends walk into the pub, in a night out.
I haven't got 2 ex-girlfriends.
Right. Yeah, that is a fear. It's like a fear on its own accord. Like,
I've always thought that's a really funny way to sort of call someone who's got more than 1 wife, isn't it? Oh, 2 wives, bigamy. Yeah, it is bigamy having 2 wives, isn't it? I've never got that, but right, I'll carry on. Wait, the first wife grew suspicious after seeing the prospective pal had a profile pic of herself and her husband next to a wedding cake. That'll do it. And Facebook is now a place where people discover things about each other and end up reporting it to law enforcement, said Pierce County prosecutor Mark Lindquist. O'Neill, a state correction officer in Washington, has been charged with bigamy and could face a prison sentence. If he goes to prison, I've seen enough prison dramas. Screws don't do well in prison.
No.
He'll be on the nonce ward.
Yeah, man, this guy's fucked it.
He is. If he's, I don't know. Do you go to prison for that? Having more than 1 wife?
It depends, because in America they've got weird laws in all different states, aren't they? Like,
it's different in every place, isn't it?
Like,
I imagine you're allowed to have more than 1 wife when you like them. Mormons are weird. Yeah.
Mormons can have 10.
I went to we've got a Mormon temple in Chorley, and I went there.
Biggest in Europe.
Whatever. Right, and I went there to play a game of football against them, and at the temple. So a bit of a home advantage, you'd think. Whoa. But we battered them.
Right? God was not on their side.
God was not on their side, right? And then afterwards, one of the priests come up to us and goes like, so I was about 21 or 22 at the time, so a couple of years ago, and he went, came up and went, oh, we've got a singles club on tonight. Any of you guys single? I was like, yeah, alright, yeah. Like, he asked us all our age. He's like, oh, yeah, fine, yeah, go in. He went, just go in. They've got, like, drinks and stuff like that. A bit of food and things. So I went in there, the food was crisps. Sadly, food. The drinks were, like, cordial. Went in, like, covered in mud and sweaty, and it was raining as well. Right, but all these girls were about 13.
What?
He's like, it's like, see anything you like, but they get married dead young and stuff. I was like,
yeah.
I don't think so, mate.
Yeah.
I think I'll leave it. But yeah, that's my Mormon temple church story.
Ooh. They're an awkward bunch. They are an
awkward bunch.
What else have we got?
Keep going. Burglar.
Oh god, this.
Right. Burglar breastfed stranger's baby.
What the fuck?
A woman has been arrested in the US after allegedly breaking into a home and breastfeeding the householder's baby. The baby's mother says she found the intruder feeding her 2-month-old infant at 5 a.m. in Brooklyn, South Dakota.
Right, let's just stop there. Right. At what point in your life must you feel to get up at 5 a.m. to go and breastfeed a child that isn't your own?
That isn't your own. I don't know.
Well, no,
I've never felt it.
Yeah, well, obviously you're not female, but just she gotta be tapped, man. She's gotta be tapped.
Well, here we go. I'll carry on. The mother called 911 and managed to get her baby back from the woman who laid on the bed until the police arrested her. So what? She just stopped there. Thought, well, this I'm done for. Doing her a favour, if anything. You know what I mean? I've heard it hurts like breastfeeding. So don't you only get breast milk when you've had a kid yourself? So she might have had.
Well, apparently you can keep going. Like as long as like you keep your breast active. Apparently you can keep creating breast milk.
Your breast active.
No, like because people sometimes do it. Like there's some weird groups, man, out in America.
If you would say. You're with a girl, she just had a kid, right? Would you have a go on some breast milk?
Well, there's a funny story actually. There is an ice cream you can get.
Yeah, it's really expensive, made with breast milk. Apparently it's dead nice. But would you have a go?
I don't know.
I would.
I probably would, yeah.
Would.
Like, I probably would.
Give it a go, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Give it, try anything once.
It's free.
Yeah, but it's dead nice.
There's nothing, especially if you're going at it. Get a quick drink, you have to get up to go to the fridge, kill the mood.
I don't know how much you get with that. I don't know how much you get out of a breast.
I don't know, give it a good
squeeze. You're going to get like 4 pints out of a cow. And that, yeah, I mean, and they're big. I've been with some big women now, but I mean, how much would you get out of a normal boob?
I don't know.
It wouldn't be a lot.
We'll
probably enough for a cup of tea.
We'll tell you that on the next episode. We'll
I'm going to get down that swingers club in Charlie.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
Because one of them's got to be still rocking like a kid or something.
I don't know. They're all supposed to be like 60 something. Has it been petrol bombed again yet? The 24-year-old suspect has been charged with unlawful occupancy. Alcohol is believed to have played a part in the incident. Well, plays a part in most incidents, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got a guy running around the streets wanking, so breastfeeding. Ah.
Yeah. Well, don't talk about my Friday night anyway, either. Right. Robber returned to bank for cab fare.
This is genius.
This is one of my favourite stories of like quite a while. A would-be bank robber was arrested in the US after returning to the scene of the crime to withdraw cash for a taxi fare. Why would you go back to that one, for one anyway? The 39-year-old man had tried to rob a Wells Fargo bank in Chamblee, Georgia at gunpoint. He handed the cashier a note saying, "Give me the money or we start shooting," reports Newsier. Right. Obviously, feeling safe behind the bulletproof glass, the teller stepped back and left the individual without any money. That's kind of give me the money or I'll start shooting. No. They just walk away with that. You start shooting if you want, it'll just bounce back at you. I don't know, how bulletproof is bulletproof glass?
Very bulletproof. It
wouldn't be named bulletproof, would it?
Yeah, it's very...
But what if there was other people in the bank? Could he not just grab one of them and go, alright, well, I can't shoot you, but I'll shoot this guy?
To be honest though, if he's so compliant with a taxi driver, then...
Yeah, well, it's a woman taxi driver as well, and he's just like going...
You think
yeah, I'll go back, wait, I know.
If you have the tendency to rob a bank, you think you would use the gun to threaten the taxi driver?
Yeah, he's got a gun! Anyway, the man jumped into a taxi to make his getaway back to his parked car nearby, where he realised he didn't have any money for the fare. Well, we know why he didn't have any money. But like, why is he getting a taxi?
What? Yeah,
I don't
he's
get
just got all this money.
Well, they didn't get any money.
Oh no, he didn't get any money.
But why is he getting a taxi? That's poorly planned. Shouldn't you have a getaway car?
Yeah, get Jason Statham on go.
Yeah. Fearing he intended to drive off without paying, the female taxi driver blocked in his car and got the attention of the police officer. The police officer convinced the guy that you need to get some money and pay your bill or else you'll end up in trouble. Police chief added, the police escorted him back to the same bank he went to withdraw cash legally, where the bank employees recognised him. The man was arrested and charged with armed robbery.
Right.
Attempted armed robbery.
So he went. So if they can recognise him so easily,
he went back to the bank with the police officer to get some money out to pay this taxi driver.
You think he put a balaclava on or something? Just CCTV in banks.
What? It's like this police officer's gone right. Well, yeah. Why didn't he have a balaclava on in the first place?
That's what I mean. In the bank,
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go
into tights.
Yeah.
Something.
Just something to make it
cover his face. What do you think he did? Like, do you think he was like, yeah, can I have some? Like, put his hand over his face. Like, can I have some money out of my account, please?
Put his hands over his face.
Yeah. Like, I bet he stooped down a bit. Hold on, you were just trying to rob us half an hour ago. I've got a funny story about a taxi driver, actually. When I was living in Cardiff...
There we go.
We got a taxi about 100 yards, right?
Why?
Just being lazy dickheads, really, me and my mate. And when we got to our destination, this other pub, right, he pressed the button and it went up like £3. It was only like 150, so it went up to like 450. And we're like, hold on here, what are you doing? What are you trying to pull? Oh, this lot, right? And then my mate stepped out. I had a tenner out to pay him anyway. I went like, you know what I mean? I thought, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
And then as my mate sort of half stepped out, he sped off. My mate did a cartwheel, right? And he's going, right. I was like, where are you going? What are you doing? He's like, I'm taking you to the police. I went, what? I'm trying to pay you here. Like, oh, that's all right. And he's like, no, I was going to the police. Right, so there was a police station about 200 yards down the road, so I thought, alright, we'll go in there then. Because it was right near where I lived anyway. And I thought, and he goes, no, we're not going there, it's closed. He goes, right, we're going to Cardiff Bay police station. And like, calling Cardiff Bay is like calling Blackpool Manchester Bay, it's miles away.
Yeah.
It's right, so by the time he's flying along, and I'm like, just stop what you're doing, you can't kidnap me. I was going
what, so there's only you in the car?
Yeah, it's just me and my mate got run over by him. Right. So we're driving along.
Fuck this, you had Kony in your taxi driver. Kony was your taxi driver.
Well,
man.
when I saw him in the face as well, he's like, he looked proper disfigured. He had like proper cross-eyed, like almost looking back into his own head. Right. And it's like every time, he went to stop at some red lights, and I just opened the door to get out, so he just sped through round some cars and stuff.
What the fuck?
I started screaming I'm not Ken Bigley, you can't kidnap me, stuff like that, which I regret a bit, maybe. But right, so he goes anyway, eventually we get there, and on the fare it's about £80 now, right? And that had started again, right? And he goes, right, wait here. I go, not waiting here, I'm going in the police station with you. And the police were rolling around laughing in the thing. They were like, well, you're a bit pissed and stuff, but well, if you just pay him the money, you can come back tomorrow and fill in a report. We've got his taxi number and his ID and stuff. So you can come back and fill a kidnapping report out tomorrow. And I was like, oh fucking hell, yeah, I probably will. I never did.
So
be asked going back to
what, did you have to pay the £80?
No, I paid £3 or something, what the original fare was, right? And then he went, because I was like, look, I was going to pay him because I had about £100 on me.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I goes, well, how am I going to get back now? It's going to be like 80 quid for a taxi fare, I'm just in. Right? And he goes, I'll tell you what, I've got to go on a beat in a minute. I'll give you a lift back. So I got a lift back in like a police van with like lights flashing on and stuff like that. Pulled up to a pub, never looked cooler, just stepped out of this like speeding police car. Well, it stopped obviously.
Yeah.
And I thought if I were a bit quicker, I could have started going like, because it was like a sort of the Imperial of Cardiff, you know what I mean? It was like full of like kids. And I thought if I were a bit quicker, I would have started going, IDs boys, you got any IDs? But I never did. And that's my story, getting kidnapped by a taxi driver.
Wish I had a story like that.
Well, I'm sure you've got. Why haven't you got any interesting stories? There's only me sharing here.
Yeah, I'm a quiet guy.
Boring, some would say.
Just play music in my room and sit in and wank, pretty much. Ladies. Another thing as well, like, we don't know what we'll buy, but if there anyone that can come up with a name for our podcast, our favourite one, we will, no matter where it is, whether you are chilling with Kony up in Uganda or wherever he is, or around the corner from us, we will post it to you. Like,
we're gonna buy. I'll buy some prizes tomorrow.
And I'll pay the postage.
He'll pay the postage. We'll send you a prize.
If you can
prizes.
If you can come up with a decent name.
The winner wins stuff. If you're all crap, then we'll
keep them for ourselves. And we'll post pictures of us in the prizes you could have won. Like on Bullseye.
I'll do, one of the prizes, I'll draw Greenie naked, like off Titanic, like Jack does.
Yeah.
Winslet, and I'll sign that for you. Send that to you.
In gold. I'm
not doing it. I'll do it in gold pen.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm not doing it in like gold leaf or anything.
No, fuck that.
That'd cost a lot. Anyway, what was talking about next?
I was going to talk about something. I can't remember what it was. Right, do you remember that dating show I showed you before?
The World Series of Dating?
Yeah, on BBC Three. Like, you really like the commentator, dude. You think he's great.
Oh yeah, he's quite funny.
One of my friends from college ends up being on that. No, I got shown this. Like,
was he actually really one of your friends?
Yeah. I'm talking like we hung around like because he wasn't exactly if anyone's seen it, it was Marcus, the guy talking about Warcraft.
Marcus, do I know? I think I know him actually.
He used to have like his head down, and he used to just always be prim and proper. But
he's got a twin brother.
I'm not sure actually.
He does, yeah.
He's from down south. He's from down south, and he moved up here. Like, and all I can remember is he was always that guy who just stood there in the corner, pretty much, as you could see on that TV show.
The guy saying nothing on his phone.
Yeah. Or
looking at his Facebook, 0 notifications.
No, because actually, back when I was in college, it wasn't really. Facebook was only just coming to mobile, so it was pretty much you just stand there and just kind of
looking awkward.
Yeah, looking awkward forever. How that guy even had the stones to go on that show to begin with, based on like what he was like in college. Do you know what I mean? Like, as you can tell, he plays World of Warcraft. He doesn't touch girls.
Yeah, we could put a clip of that in here, I think. But he's talking to a really fit bird, and she plays World of Warcraft too.
She's like, fit as fuck.
She's fit. And like, what are the fucking chances of that for starters? Right, and then he loses it as well. I mean, like, keep her going. You've only got one hobby. You've only got one thing going for you, and she, by some sort of like miracle coincidence, she does the same thing, and then you don't say anything.
I mean, like, Jesus Christ, you spent half your life on that game. If you're proper into World of Warcraft, like you. Like,
get out the house.
Yeah, like they don't come out. You know what I mean? They sit there.
Yeah.
So you've got fucking days worth of experiences you can talk about on that game.
There must be some Warcraft anecdotes that he could have pulled out. You know what I mean? Like this one time.
What are you wearing under your robe?
Nothing.
What's your ideal woman?
What? Moving on from the dating thing. A model with either low expectations in life or impaired vision. You know, someone who's into disappointment, let's say.
That's just women all over. Really.
What about yours? What's your ideal woman?
I'm one of them people, I don't know why, I prefer taller women. Leggy. Got, it's all about the legs for me.
Do you not think you look a bit weird with a woman who's taller than you?
No.
Because they generally wear heels as well. I'm not the tallest, I'm about 5'10", something like that.
I mean, only just a little bit taller. Like, not a lot. Like, just
a noticeable amount taller.
Just enough to yeah.
A Yellow Pages job.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, go on.
Blonde hair. Definitely blonde hair.
Right, why?
I don't know, I've just got... I don't know why.
Blonde hair. Okay.
Pixie Lot, if you're listening, I would shag you senseless.
And I'm sure she is.
Yes. She's currently behind us on a calendar.
Hit us up on Twitter, Pixie.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
Curvy. Definitely curvy.
Alright.
Like, not cream cake curvy. Not into that. Just, you know,
Just not
hourglassy.
Not a pork pie, but like Coke bottle thing.
Yeah, okay.
Right. I've always thought about shaped like a Coke bottle, but then like that sort of means that they've got no legs. You know what I mean?
It just means this kind of...
Yeah.
That's silly.
Well,
I guess, and I'm sorry for any females that do listen, I guess there is still one thing in common with women and a Coke bottle. They are both a container.
No. Controversial. What if I told you I could give you all those things, but there was one little catch on this woman?
Okay, go.
She used to be a man.
Nah.
Because there's a news story in Canada. Miss Canada. We wanted to run for Miss Universe, right? And she used to be a man. Basically, at 14, 14's a bit too young to start the transgender thing anyway.
Yeah, start getting hormone therapy at 14.
It's a bit
at
much.
14, I was worried about picking my goddamn options. Never mind if I wanted to be a dude.
Yeah, my SATs results are coming. You look at it, you think, yeah, alright, I'd give it a go. And
you do.
But then I probably still would, you know. But like the voice is the bit that got me. I thought definitely you can tell with the voice that he's a man. He's got a proper growly voice. It's like Macy Gray chatting you up.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, well, I started the hormone therapy at 14. and I decided I had the op about 18, and then I wanted to be a beauty queen. So I entered Miss Canada, and now they're trying to ban me. I don't know, if that came up, I'd say that, if she, I'm not going to mean whatever she wants to call herself, she came up and went, yeah, I want to enter Miss Canada, I'd be like, hold on 1 second. Have you always been a woman? Yeah. Like, I don't know how they didn't figure it out, but I suppose, I don't know. Do they need a passport or something like that?
But surely on your passport it would say you was like, born male.
Male, yeah, that's what it's got.
It's just your picture would change.
Maybe she's still got like, maybe she's still on like a one from when she was 14. Try and get free customs with that.
Anyway, follow us on Twitter. at RG Tweets.
At Kevin Rushton.
I'm going to put both of them down in the description below anyway, because like we said before, Northerners, not a lot of people can tell what we're saying. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you've disliked it, we don't care, because we're pretentious pricks.
Just tell us anyway. Don't forget the competition to name our podcast. You will win something worth winning.
Yeah, we'll make it worth winning.
It will be worth winning.
I'll give you a cat.
You can have a cat. And that's it. Goodbye, I think.
Yeah. Until next time, guys.